You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Justin Bieber was a child murderer before he became famous. He did graduate to killing adults when he started making music.
Binoculars?
With a camera.
Is there any way you could dial it back on the creepiness, brother dear?
Jackpot. I found a half-naked blonde lady and they're doing it.
Oh, they're still filming episodes of Sex and the City? Thought all those chicks turned to dust by now.
Give me a turn,
I'm a perverted little bastard that likes looking at women getting raped.
Another lady just got home.
She's a beauty, one in a million girls.
Run, lady, run!
Kid, she can't hear you. This is not the Magic Johnson Theater.
He's stomping her to death.
Very lightly! Okay, large bed, sexy silk curtains, and no EO sex. Next scene, please.
Dwayne and Harry called 911 right after they got done playing a little rear window.
Which begs the question, when are Elliot and Olivia gonna play a little rear entry? So it's Dennis Rodman with a crown on?
That's a mask. I'd hate to see what's underneath.
But the SVU fans would love to see Elliot underneath you. Just saying.
Maybe too late.
They say idle hands are the devil's playpen, so I guess the devil is working overtime with Olivia's hands. She could signal in a plane or do karate with those hand gestures.
Debbie says she was threatened.
Yeah, little Debbie is always getting jumped on the playground by the Keebler elves. They're always trying to get her zebra cakes and...
Not to me, it isn't.
What are we talking about?
You mix them all together, you get a designer baby.
Too bad you can't get a designer wife, Elliot. You could actually get one without dairy content.
God hates Frankenbabies. People like you should be stomped out like bugs.
That letter was not threatening. It actually sounded like a 12-year-old wrote it. Frankenbabies? Too close to Frankenberries.
When God makes you pregnant, stay pregnant. When God makes you barren, stay barren.
And when God makes you a hateful douche, you complain on the internet.
Ask those kids if bed bugs are God's creatures.
Well, I think that they were because, you know, God created everything, including bed bugs.
You got anything for us?
Yeah, some condoms.
I think the mask may have ritual or ceremonial importance.
The going to Burger King drunk ritual.
Still doesn't look like she's ready.
I'm gonna go over here and brood now.
This is Detective Stabler.
My source of sexual frustration.
We can't make out what the mask is supposed to be.
A non-threatening fourth-grade play mask. Oh, sorry, I thought it was some stupid guest star like Sharon Stone or something.
Excuse me. You are...
Well, I'm a jealous, disgruntled brother of a king, a German terrorist. Take your pick.
Let's just say I'm kept at arm's length.
Why is that?
She still hasn't forgiven me for killing Mufasa.
No. Cure me of
I
foulness.
had to do that.
Whatever that means.
Are you okay, Dr.
I am the king. Wait, what? From the Lion King to the Burger King.
Yes.
I killed Mufasa!
I specialize in treating sex addicts.
Is it still sex addiction if you only fantasize about one woman constantly?
Dr. Jackson has nothing to say. Well, I do.
Fart bubble.
Is mockery your only mode of communication, Detective?
No, I can give it to you straight.
He's been giving it to Olivia straight in his dreams for years now.
Just
Ease up on at my face, biatch.
every day I treat people who are disturbed
Elliot.
to the very core of their soul.
Elliot.
Most of them were abused as children.
Elliot.
Eros run amok.
Me talking this loud confirms my
I have
superiority.
nothing to hide. My whole life is laid bare in that book.
Oh, and how I wish Olivia was laid bare in Elliot's
I
bed.
read your editorial in the American Journal of Psychiatry, where you argued that sex addiction should be added to the DSM-5.
You've seen regular stroke fest. Now look at the professional stroke fest.
I hate to skip out on the little stroke fest.
Hey,
but,
Elliot,
I'm
how
gonna
did you
participate.
know I was thinking
Elliot,
that?
if you could... She kept believing me until
She dramatically paused.
she could no longer do so, and that she
Paused dramatically.
drove up to the George Washington Bridge, and
Made another lengthy pause.
I was morally reprehensible. And I hope you never have to know what that feels like.
No, sorry, my foreshadowing machine went off.
Therapy, like
Hold on,
most
hold on.
12 steps, requires patients to
Okay,
take
there we go. Now we
accountability
can
and make amends.
continue. I wish I was open-minded about stuff.
This is Kamadeva, god of erotic love.
You know, the one that looks like Dracula and the Burger King had a baby. Biggie. Smalls.
Oh, God, I think I'm dead.
I killed Mufasa. God, dude.
So, Doc, earlier today.
You were checking out my ass, weren't you?
Sex addiction is real, Elliot.
I mean, come on,
Cat
you should
Jackson
know
is a
you're always up in the
pioneer.
crib
So we
masturbating
always
after
say
Liv
that
bends
victims
over to
aren't
pick
to
up a
blame, now you
pencil.
telling me rapists aren't to blame
Pencils
either?
always
Most
seem to
sex
fall
addicts are
whenever
not
she's
rapists,
around you.
But some rapists might. He's a narcissist.
Yeah, he thinks he's a god.
Like someone
Narcissists
else
are
we
prone
know.
to sudden bursts of violence when things don't go according to their plan.
Once
Well, the
again,
patient
like
records
someone
at
else
these
we know.
rehabs-
He was wearing an awful mask.
I don't see how the mask is awful unless you've been molested by the Burger King.
That's him.
He tried to sell me a Junior Whopper with a side of fries.
That was Liv.
You know,
Tried
that
to put
chick
Ann
we
into a
usually
medically
confuse with a
induced
character on this show.
My name is Elliot, and I'm a sex addict.
You'll get no argument from me.
I'm just gonna come right out and say it.
I think EO should get together already.
Pants all
He is delicious.
He's doing is illegal, and you're busting me for rolling up my sleeves.
I mean, I don't blame
I
him.
always
Your
teach my
forearms do and do
patients,
some kind of sexual
never give up.
frenzy, Elliot.
Swelling like that leaves permanent damage.
Like the swelling of Elliot's penis would cause
give you
permanent
one of
damage to Liv's. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop right
sorry.
there. Stop right. No, I gotta control
Just my
myself.
fear.
Well, I'm afraid too.
I'm afraid of Elliot's wang.
I blocked it.
Who would want to remember taking a role in Dungeons and Dragons in the first place?
I pulled myself up. She was lying there. Naked.
Yeah, okay. I
Looks
think
at
this is
me.
an episode of SVU that's gonna steal my soul.
Oh,
Oh, it's Professor Xavier.
I slept with 7 guys a week. Sometimes 7 at once.
Oh, well, at least you kept it at
I
7.
pegged my
It's a lucky
self-worth
number.
to sex.
Can you really say that some people aren't worth saving?
Yeah. I can.
Oh, so that's it, Liv? Okay, next scene.
We all pitch in.
But I'm not a woman,
How about Courtney?
aka the Magnificent Seven,
Would you tell Elliot why I chose you?
because his partner isn't around.
Because Elliot is the kind of guy I'd be banging within 10 minutes of meeting him.
Okay, now how does that make
Before
her
tackling.
special? That could be said
You
about
can let
any
that happen
woman
now.
that he comes
Your
across.
life.
It's nice meeting you, Courtney.
And nice to soon be clawing you off of my junk.
I'm gonna give him so much syphilis.
Are you a cop?
No, he's a cock.
Excuse me?
I've screwed like whole precincts.
Once again,
Cops can
no
be
argument
sex
from me.
addicts. It's okay.
Sorry, I'm an accountant.
Yes, an accountant that looks like a cast member from
You come
300.
off different.
Good night.
Good night.
Don't let the crab lice bite. Why do people think I'm hot?
Oh, by the way, you can't wear that to sleep.
Modesty rule even for bed?
It won't matter if he's
for
completely
bed.
covered in a burlap sack. There's nothing modest about Elliot Stabler. Well, except for his
standard
sex
issue.
life. Actually, let's change the word modest, referring to his sex life. Let's
How'd I
change
get
it
any
from
of them?
modest to utterly, utterly hopeless and dry and desolate
Part of my addiction.
and depressing.
Are phones allowed in rehab?
No, the patients were caught secretly sexting each other. Elliot snuck his in.
I don't want to know how.
Well, I'll say it anyway. He hit it up his
Elliot, how's it
gelatinous
going?
ass. Herpes walking the green mile.
Have you been a naughty boy, Elliot?
Never in life.
Good morning. Because I needed to ask him a question.
Like, why
Oh,
am
you
I
went to his
barely in this
clinic?
episode, and
He
why
said
is a
sex
woman like
addicts
me
are
having
down for
trouble
punching
getting
you.
laid?
I knew it. Oh, those are cop reflexes.
Yeah, those reflexes come in handy when fighting off
You think I
poontang.
was grabbing for your gun? Let me go or I'll scream.
CL, you wouldn't be getting unwanted sexual advances if you would just bang Olivia.
Olivia. She your girlfriend?
If by girlfriend you mean the reason for my
Wasn't
hands
there.
being severely calloused.
3 of us could have some fun.
I need that back.
My manhood, I need it back.
Don't do that.
This is so pathetic. A girl that weighs less than one of his legs is playing keep away with him.
Courtney, don't do
Ooh,
that
it just got
bullshit.
flat-chested in here.
Olivia put out, honey. Does she satisfy you?
Don't.
No and hell no.
This is not good for you. Don't do this.
But it's so good for you.
Oh, sex with
Stop.
someone other than Milky? How was that good?
Courtney, there's no need for this.
I think the sexy whispering might be exacerbating the whole
Courtney,
situation,
listen,
Elliot.
My daughter had trouble with drugs. She was promiscuous, but she's clean.
He had to bring up one of his children.
You're a walking douchebag. Once grew a perfectly good piece of tail.
Well, it's obvious that you do
Give me my
not
phone.
watch the show.
Coming. Just fold something.
Fold your penis back up into your body like you always do.
What are you guys doing?
Being nonchalant and pretending what just happened 5 minutes ago didn't happen.
You were gonna do gangbang, girl.
I like the Magnificent Seven better.
Mouth will take you to Nirvana, man, so I'm told.
Nirvana, huh?
So I guess you can say she can make you come as you are. Oh, FML.
Your book changed my life.
You have a life? Marvelous. Christopher Meloni and Jeremy Irons stare the hell out of each other.
How dare you come here under false pretenses?
How dare you protect a serial rapist?
How dare you two actors be so awesome?
Roger, there's nothing I would like more
than to snarl at you.
Forearms are my thing.
Stop reading SVU fans' posts.
Where is he? Leading the winning session.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so much.
Zoe, I thought Brett was running this.
No, he left. He wasn't
Maybe because it was so random, I don't know. That pole now has gonorrhea.
Where's here?
There! I don't think there was any point to check for the scar since he was already in the mask and had the girl tied up and said he wanted to cure her. I mean, yeah, so that was pretty much pointless.
I knew you were a cop.
No, you mean you knew he was a cock. Cock, not cop.
You look good.
Ambiguous line that doesn't mean anything.
How are you?
Oh, I feel baritone and British, as usual. Isn't it a shame that we'll never get laid?